A 4-day ceasefire in Gaza started at 7 a.m. local time, midnight Eastern, with a hostage for prisoner swap expected to start today at 9 a.m. Eastern. Fox's Jeff Paul.
Qatar's foreign ministry has been front and center negotiating the deal between Israel and Hamas. After the morning stoppage in fighting, they expect Hamas to free 13 Israeli hostages in the afternoon, the first of 50 women and children. In exchange, Israel will release 150 Palestinian prisoners.
9 of them today. 9 American citizens are believed to be held by Hamas in Gaza. President Biden's been involved in the talks to get them out.
Biden hopes to see a 3-year-old American girl among the first hostages set to be released by Hamas. He and the First Lady delivered pumpkin pies to Nantucket firefighters for Thanksgiving.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Okay, right now. We're turn some of that stuff down so I don't get any more feedback. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
The post-Turkey Day. the day after.
Was it hard getting up this morning?
No, I just bounced right up as normal.
I did too. I was up kind of late.
Oh,
had a lot of things going on in the
apparently
neighborhood.
I was asleep from about 8:30 on.
Really?
Yeah, most of the time in my chair, of course. I think that's about the time I went away. Didn't last long after I sat down, I can tell you that.
Took a nap about 6 p.m. and woke up about 9-ish, 9:30, and then my neighbor called and warned me of some little hoodlums in the neighborhood going door to door, knocking on doors and trying to get into vehicles.
You have hoodlums?
Little hoodlums, little thugs.
Oh. Did they get into anything?
I'm not aware of. They were on bicycles, and one would go to the door while the others waited in the street. So, but as expected, JPD was right on them.
And they rounded them up, and nothing they could do. They had not committed any real crimes, right?
They were on Gum Branch, I understand, when the police department caught up with them. So, hopefully it'll calm them down for a little while.
Bike riding hoods.
Make sure you lock your vehicles up.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
That's what
they
they're
go
looking
around.
for.
That's what they're. That's what they go through.
I understand. They stopped one vehicle it was vehicles parked on the street, and they went up to one and shone their flashlight in it and realized it was an undercover police car.
Police car, and they left in a hurry.
They left, yes. So.
Well, a lot of people remember it. I'm sure I've got pictures of them.
Yes, there was a lot of ring doorbell pictures last night. So
that's a good thing.
Stupid to walk up to a ring doorbell. Don't you know you're being videoed?
Yeah. They're on 24/7, and I have 4 of them.
Yes, you do. We won't go into that. But every morning it's like, surprise.
There's going to be another one up shortly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yep.
I want to put one up tall pole that just covers the whole house.
We got one that's going to do 360.
Great. That's what I want. I need to add.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of that. Yes. How was your turkey?
It was very nice. Went to my daughter's house. She lives in Hampstead. Visited with the family there. Was shocked out of my mind when I saw my grandson. In just a matter of months, he's grown at least a foot. He's almost 6 foot, 15 years old. I was like, where is William? What have you done with him? I was shocked. Shocked at the change. You know, kids when they hit that certain
that
growth spurt. He surpassed it.
Does he have growing pains too?
No, he was just I was shocked. I can't say any more than that. I was just shocked. I was like,
got some long hair too, huh?
Yes, he's got long hair. He's running that 70s, 80s look, you know. But he's a sweet boy. He's a good boy. He plays basketball. Been playing for years and years. So
good.
Hopefully, once he gets in high school and past that, he'll get a college scholarship to play basketball.
Hey, folks, hope you're up and watching this morning and listening. And please give us a call if you want to chat about anything. We're wide open. It is Open Mic Friday. Kelly is not here today. She's with her mama.
Yes.
Up the coast a little bit, up inside the North Carolina, but up near the Virginia line.
Yes. Yeah.
Way up there.
She's going to be doing Black Friday shopping. You go for it. You go, girl, because not me.
No, and no. I can't do it. I did it one time.
My granddaughter's with me for the week, and she came back with me, and I know she wants to go shopping. I'm like,
Well, go down to Tideline Marine. They got half off on all the Christmas ornaments and all the gift shop stuff.
yeah,
Everything today up until 2:00, it's going to be half off there for that stuff. And there's other things you can get too. While you're there, you can go ahead and pick up one of those Aloha pontoon boats.
Yeah, sure. I'll put one on layaway.
Get $5,000 off.
Wow, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal. And
That's a great
also
deal.
today they've got their Aquasport center console fiberglass boats, offshore, nearshore,
If I had a boat like
$5,000 off.
you'd never see me. I could
Yeah.
live on it right there at the marina.
Yeah, yep. Respect.
I'd have
arranged.
to. Be fun. though.
Okay, what did you guys do for Thanksgiving? I'd like to hear from you. Is anyone out doing Black Friday right now? If you're out listening to us on your Simple Radio apps, give us a call. Love to hear from you. If you're on your way and you're listening to us in the car, call us and tell us where you're going and why you're doing it.
I'd like to know too. Did anybody have any episodes for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, any
Cooking, any explosions?
anything like
How
that?
was your turkey?
Did something happen that you had to suddenly decide to go out to eat instead of eating at home?
Was Domino's open?
You just never know what happens on Thanksgiving. You know, I've been out to eat instead of cooking at home one time,
Yes. Yes.
just once, one time.
Yeah, we
it
did
was-
that one time.
It was disappointing.
Hmm.
Food was fine, I'm sure. The atmosphere was like gloom and doom because everybody in there, I guess they felt like losers. Made me feel like a loser.
No, I think our family did that one year. We opted to go out to an area place, and it was like going to the mess hall because the lines and the
many
noise,
people there, huh?
and it was packed in there. I mean, like you said, the food was delicious, but there were so many people there. It was just like, I'm telling you, mess hall.
Well, so, if it's just a couple and you don't want to do the cooking
Can't
routine,
blame you.
I would be fine with me, I guess. I would just have to psych myself up for it because the first time around was not a pleasant thing because I wasn't used to that.
Right.
I could probably do it today without having to stay in the kitchen all the time.
Have you ever been in the buffet line though and watched some of the people ahead of you? Maybe
yeah.
not using the spoons like they should, or
Yes.
kind of like wiping their
Oh,
noses.
don't go
my
there.
gosh, yeah.
Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to think about it. That's the biggest thing. Don't want to think about it. Okay. Anybody have any good thoughts about what happened at Thanksgiving? I got lots of them.
Yes.
11 of us, I think 11 gathered together.
That's great.
All family except one neighbor lady from down the street, across the street from my sister. We went there, and there was a lot of food.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my God!
I bet.
We got food. We had food, and we ate. I ate twice, and then I found out she had cooked or prepared a banana pudding,
Oh,
so I had to eat a third time.
I love banana pudding.
I do too. Good banana pudding, can't beat it. And this was good. And green bean casserole.
Yes.
I haven't had one like that in a long time.
Daughter makes the
apparently.
best.
And my niece made that. And she also made the stuffing. And I don't generally eat stuffing,
Big debate.
but I did.
Big debate. Do you call it stuffing or dressing?
I call it stuffing
I call it stuffing too.
because normally you put it in the turkey. You just stuff it in the turkey.
That's
but
right.
obviously that wasn't done this time.
There's a huge
So
debate
it's
going on.
dressing. But I
yeah.
still call it stuffing
I do
because I
too.
stuffed my turkey with it after I got the turkey on the plate.
It's always been stuffing for me.
That and mashed potatoes, and I made the pot of gravy.
Did you make it from scratch?
Oh, absolutely.
Any leftovers?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's great on mashed. Well, you pretty much cover everything I put on the plate with it.
Biscuits,
I didn't have any bread.
mashed potatoes, stuffing.
Yeah,
Put the gravy on the stuffing.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry all over again.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's the way it goes. Okay, some serious stuff out there. The
Yes.
temporary ceasefire negotiated between Israel and Hamas in Gaza is in effect. Took effect about 7 hours ago, our time, so midnight, setting the stage for expected, anticipated, maybe hostage release prisoner swap later today, sometime, I think afternoon their time, probably about noon our time. It's a 4-day truce will bring a halt supposedly in fighting to allow promised humanitarian relief for Gaza's 2.3 million people.
It's a lot of people.
They have endured weeks of violence that was triggered when Hamas-led forces carried out the worst terror attack in Israel's 75-year history, in which they took hundreds of hostages back across the border back on October 7th.
Yeah, I watched it last night. I watched it real time as dawn broke in Gaza,
About 7 o'clock.
and the countdown started for the ceasefire. And 30 minutes after the time that they were supposed to ceasefire, they were still bombing. Still bombing going on.
Who was
Some
doing-
explosions.
Who was bombing what? Was Israel firing?
I believe that Israel was fighting on Gaza because I was watching the northern part of Gaza getting hit.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if they were firing rockets and Gaza was reciprocating, but it was at 30 minutes after the ceasefire
Well,
time was supposed to start. So but I
if-
think
if-
it's pretty calm since then.
If you're in a ceasefire situation and there's a certain time, like 7 a.m. Israeli time, midnight our time, if you're going to agree to a ceasefire and either side opens fire, it's no longer a ceasefire.
It's true.
It's all
true.
on.
I think since then, I think it finally calmed down later in the evening last night, which is still morning because they're 7 hours ahead of us.
Mhm.
But do you really, really believe that all those hostages are still alive?
No, of course not. We've
No,
already
absolutely.
found
Yeah,
one,
we've already seen, yes.
and there's more.
Right.
No
I'm
doubt.
sure too.
What I don't get, during this ceasefire 4-day period, they're supposed to release 50 of the 240, estimated 240 hostages, prisoners that they have.
Right.
50.
I think they'll do a little bit at a time trying to hold off Israel as long as they can.
Well, Israel's going to release 150, 3 times. It's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. Now, Israel has also proposed that for every additional day of the release, they can release 10 more hostages. For every additional day of the ceasefire, they will release 10 more hostages if we agree to more than 4.
No, this ceasefire is good for 4 days,
4
right?
days,
That
yeah.
was what was agreed upon.
They're going to release they're supposed to release about a dozen a day.
I just. Have you seen pictures of northern Gaza? It's nothing but a rumble. It's a rubble of mess.
Who's
Buildings disintegrated.
going to rebuild it? Who's going to put it back together? Hamas? Now, here's the other thing. Netanyahu said from the beginning, yes, we'll have a ceasefire now, but we're still going to eliminate Hamas
Right.
once and for all. We are going to remove them from Earth.
They need to. They need to.
They've
They're
killed about 13,000 so far.
No one's going to live in peace over there
With-
until
with-
Hamas is gone.
When Hamas is decimated, which is what he wants to do,
Mhm.
what Bibi wants to do, and he's going to do it. They've got the power. Unfortunately, it's going to cost civilian lives as well. They call it collateral damage.
Right. That's just one of the outcomes of war.
Or here are a few facts for you, at least facts according to those who claim they have the facts. Israel and Hamas have agreed to that ceasefire and hostage release deal that will free 50 hostages, including 3 Americans. I will wait to see. One of those is supposed to be a 3-year-old girl.
Oh,
The hostages will be released over this 4-day period, according to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's office. To date, there have been more than 1,200 Israelis killed by Hamas. Hamas-run Palestinian Ministry of Health is claiming that 13,000 civilians have been killed. The the result of Israeli military activity in Gaza. So far, from that, 13,000 civilians. So no Hamas terrorists? Really? I don't, unless the Hamas are claiming that all the Hamas military guys are civilians. That ain't the case. Running around with an AK-47
Right.
is not being a civilian.
I'm sure there's been enough that have left the northern part and headed towards the south and posing as civilians.
Sure.
No telling how many have already gone into Israel.
Somewhere out there are the facts. One day we might learn them. I am not anti-Israel and dang sure not pro the Hamas terrorist group sponsored by Iran. I support the Israeli Defense Force that is retaliating, and they're doing it with restraint, in my opinion, against the terrorist Hamas following the unprovoked sneak attack on Israel on the 7th of October. That attack resulted in the deaths of a bunch of military and civilian personnel, along with the capture of about 240 people from Israel. 10 of those, is it? 12 of them are Americans who were in Israel. Israel regrouped and launched a massive attack against Hamas. Hundreds, more likely thousands of Hamas terrorists have been killed. And as in any war, we know that there were civilian collateral damage. In this case, many of the civilian Palestinian casualties in the Gaza Strip are the direct result of Hamas using civilians as human shields. Intelligence agencies around the world have confirmed that as a fact. That included the location of a significant Hamas headquarters under the largest hospital in Gaza. Hamas terrorists are not heroes. They're scum. They use women and children as shields because they're cowards, afraid to face what they consider to be their enemy. They are lower than shark poop at the bottom of the ocean. And for Americans, real Americans, to continue to support these thugs, that's reprehensible. And unfortunately, many of those so-called Americans are nothing more in my books than traitors to a country that has accepted them with open arms. It certainly makes some of us wonder whether we should reconsider why we allow certain individuals who do not believe the way the majority of Americans believe in believing in this great country of ours. I have serious concerns about the future of this nation. We have cells of individuals located throughout the country who do not support the United States of America. Locating in cells across the country, they have somehow gained a voice or two in the U.S. House of Representatives and in the U.S. Senate.
Yeah, I was going there next with that.
As they spread their misguided messages across the country through universities and other confused Americans, we're more likely to become a country misguided and more divided. Already, we the people don't know who to believe or trust. With that, we have an election year ahead of us that's going to be the most contentious and confusing election in my 75 years.
I believe so too.
We can only hope that this country, along with you and I, continue to survive. We'll take a break. We'll take your calls if you want to chat after the fact. You're live and local, Real Talk, feed on 97.1, 1120 AM. WSME, your Christmas station right here in Jacksonville.
Hey, this is Chris Rader, your host for Sports Talk. Coming up this morning at 9 a.m., we will have Pastor Will Jones and Garrett Grady, the program manager for First Tee of Coastal Carolina, in here to talk about their program and all the great things it does for kids and golf. Here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Are you stuck scrolling endlessly looking for a good sci-fi show? Step away from the algorithm and discover a whole world of TV programmed by humans with Pluto TV. Star Trek: The Next Generation, Godzilla, Farscape, Charmed, and The Twilight Zone, all for free. It's TV the way it should be. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Amazon's got the best deals on Black Friday. Oh, the best deals are on Cyber Monday. Everybody comes first when it comes to saving. Monday's worth the wait for what you've been craving. Feels so good, it'll feel like stealing. Real cool message, could you make it less appealing? What's with the beef? You can get that too. What you call us? What's triggering you? Whichever day you're shopping on, you'll save a bunch at Amazon. Black Friday, Cyber Monday too.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet mower for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer. Mills International, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleaning. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Hey, it's Black Friday. Might not be what it once was, not nearly the hype perhaps, except online that it was years ago, many years ago. but from 8:30 till 2 p.m. today, beginning in about an hour at Tideline Marine, there are some really cool deals. The Tideline folks have added a special $5,000 price reduction, not only for the Aloha pontoon boats in stock, but also for Friday, today only, you can save $5,000 on one of the new Aquasport Center consoles. You really need to consider whether you wait until next spring when you can save that kind of money today at Tideline. Why would you wait? Why would you put it off until next year? I would go down and get it right now. Save myself $5,000. I know I'm going to get one. Why not save $5,000?
Sure.
In addition, there's a savings of 50% on all gift shop merchandise as well as all Christmas decorations. But wait, there's more. Today, Tideline will take 10% off any in-stock Mercury outboard motor and on any boat trailers in stock. How about that?
Nice.
Along with that, there will be door giveaways from 8:30 until 2 o'clock. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Small craft advisory is in effect from late tonight through late Saturday night. Today, offshore northerly winds 5 to 10 knots, seas around 2 feet. Dominant period 8 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop. Tomorrow, gonna be a little bit breezy. Northerly winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30. Seas big. Today, they're 2 feet. Tomorrow, 5 to 7.
Wow.
2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 5 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough. Sunday, northerly winds 10 to 15 knots. Gust up to 25 knots in the morning. Seas 3 to 5 feet. 2 to 3 near shore, Sounds and Rivers, a moderate chop on Sunday.
Nice. Today, scattered sprinkles after 10 a.m., cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 59. Winds will be calm. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 42, light north wind increasing 5 to 9 miles per hour in the evening. Winds could gust as high as 15. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 55. Saturday night, a low of 41. And Sunday, a 30% chance of rain before 1 p.m., partly sunny with a high near 60.
Okay, so you're a Democrat, and you're sitting around, and you're having lunch or you're having dinner with folks in there who are maybe MAGA supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some kind of a way you can respond to them? What
Eat your food and get out.
Well, the Biden-Harris re-election campaign has shared a
Lord.
handy guide for responding to what they call crazy MAGA nonsense for supporters heading into the holidays with Trump-supporting family members. The guide shared talking points to respond to conservative rhetoric about subjects from immigration to the economy. One slide included responses to when someone claims Trump secured our border to reply with a "no, he didn't," followed by claims that all that he did was separate families, put children in cages, and leave behind a broken immigration system for Joe Biden to clean up. That's how you're supposed to respond to that.
Yeah, so then a fight ensues. Food's flying all over. That's what I say. Just eat your food and get out. Both sides, eat your food and get out.
Critics across social media shredded the list of talking points, arguing
sure.
it takes an especially insufferable kind of person to approach the Thanksgiving table looking forward to an argument rather than eating with family. Families don't always agree about politics. Okay,
No, they do.
you know, there are those within families who will say, "Nah, you're so all that supporting this person or that person." So we generally have a rule: we don't discuss politics.
Same in my house too.
So that's the best thing to do. No politics, no cell phones, as far as I'm concerned. Leave them alone.
I agree.
Think about it. Why would you need political talking points for this time of year? Who would come up with that one?
Well, it's both sides actually, but you're right. Politics has no place at a family gathering. There has been many of a call made to the local law enforcement to break up a fight or respond to a shooting. Leave it for another time.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys do at family gatherings during the holidays or birthdays or anniversaries or anything else where everybody gets together? Do y'all have any rules about not talking about politics?
Yeah, don't bring it into my house. I deal enough with politics on the outside front.
I do too.
And maybe getting back into it a little bit more than what I have been. But
you want to talk more about that?
No, not now. No, I'm not running for anything. Let's get that straight. Not as a candidate to be elected, nothing like that. But there's other things that have come up that I've been asked to do. But anyway, it's a rule in my house. I don't do politics at home. Home is time for family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, who grew up in New York, she's a staunch Democrat. That's the way she grew up. She's right there in that area of New York, and that's the way she grew up. She's still a Democrat, though now she's leaning more towards voting as an unaffiliated because, she has crossed the lines and to vote because, she's living in, she's been here, 15 years now. So she is learning, a lot of our people has learned and supports them. So, but I don't let anyone else come into the house and start arguing about politics because it's not fair to her. We've learned to respect each other's stand and we do not argue about it. There's a lot of things we agree on, certain people, but other than that, we just keep it out. Yeah, I think it's best.
Yeah, it's always best. Less politics.
Yes.
When you're among friends and family.
That's like arguing over stuffing or dressing.
It's worse.
I wish people would call it. I want to hear what the general public, what is the consensus? Do you call it stuffing or do you call it dressing?
Traditionally, when you roast or bake a turkey, that's how it came to be. You stuff that sucker with all this.
I used to do that
stuff, but
yes,
I don't roast or bake a turkey. And my sister, she didn't stuff it with anything. Hers,
right? I
just
quit
cooked it
stuffing
because
it years
her
ago.
daughter was doing the dressing.
Right.
It's dressing unless it's stuffed. If you stuff it up the turkey,
I still call it stuffing.
Oh,
even
I do
if it's
too.
in a pan.
Well, I do too, but
Yes.
I guess I can understand why you would call it dressing then.
The debate.
Up there in Illinois, the Evanston Health and Human Services Department's investigating a norovirus outbreak linked to a $1 burrito event for Northwestern University
Ooh.
students. The $1 burrito event for the students took place last Saturday with Big Wig Tacos. What's a Big Wig Taco?
Big Wig Taco.
That must be a
Oh,
chain
sounds
or some
kinda
kind of a
good.
store or something. The city's health department began receiving complaints on Monday from students who reported experiencing stomach cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea after consuming food from the event.
Mm.
Yep. The department said in a news release that it began an immediate and thorough inspection of the food establishment. I guess it is Big Wig Tacos is the name of the company.
Oh.
Said it has cooperated with the Evanston Health Department in its investigation. One of the spokespeople for the company said, while there have been reported cases, we are not certain the outbreak originated at our restaurant. Prior to the event, the Evanston Health Department completed a routine health inspection and found no issues with our establishment.
Any kind of Mexican food just does that to me.
Norovirus outbreaks are more common in settings like colleges and universities. Nevertheless, he said, we are taking immediate and comprehensive measures to address the situation. We're taking extra steps to thoroughly clean and sanitize with a particular focus on areas that may be susceptible for the transmission of the virus.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when it. Yeah.
Norovirus, according to CDC, is a highly contagious virus that can cause vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, and stomach pain. The CDC recommends washing your hands and rinsing fruits and vegetables as preventative measures. Even if you're not going to eat them, just go to the grocery store and rinse some of those vegetables and
Right.
fruits. What do you think? Take a bucket of hot water with you. You'll be greeted warmly at the entrance, I'm
I'll
sure.
tell you, my mother was famous for this when I would take her grocery shopping. She couldn't see very well. She was actually legally blind, but when we go up to the produce stand, she would have to touch everything.
Oh, my.
Everything. I could say, Mom, don't do that. So, but still, I go in the grocery store and I see people doing the same. So, yeah, I always wash my stuff when I get home.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
And, as innocent as it is as an elderly woman touching, they don't think about it,
Nope.
So, yeah, always,
How do you figure out what tomato that you want?
you have to pick what. But I tried to look first and pick
Yeah.
one, but you're right. You are touching. Everybody's touching.
Yeah. You don't want a
It's
squishy
touching.
one, and you
It's
don't want
touching
one that's
everywhere in the
not
grocery store.
right. But so, well,
Not my
touchy,
kind of
touchy.
touching, but a lot of touching in the grocery
yeah,
stores.
there you go. Something about lemons and limes, by the way, in case y'all aren't aware of it. Many tests have been done.
Right.
And the reason I never order, I like lime, I like lemon.
I
The
know what
reason
you're
I
gonna
don't
say.
generally, I say I will take my sweet tea or a Southern tea without lemon.
I
I don't want any lemon.
Because
If
it's
they
been
bring
shown.
if they bring it to me with lemon in it, I have to send the whole glass back.
Right. Yeah, because there's been studies shown that when they cut those slices up, they have them sitting in a dish on the counter where they're preparing everything.
Oh, worse than that.
Oh, I know that.
They don't wash them.
What?
And
That's nasty.
They've done surveys, and I've asked in
Right.
several places where I would frequent, do
Mhm.
you wash your lime?
Right.
No.
Take it out of the bag, chop it up, throw it in a dish,
Yeah.
and then it sits there all day long.
Well,
No.
what happens on a tree
Ah,
where limes and lemons grow, There are things called birds,
Yeah.
and they do things, their bodily functions,
Yes.
while they're in the tree.
It's natural for a bird.
It is.
And then
Tests have been done, including one that we did. We went to a whole bunch of places and swabbed limes and lemons and put it in a bag. Ziploc, small Ziploc bag.
Watch the.
No, we took it to the lab.
Oh.
We had a lab in Wilmington that we could take things that to, and they showed what was on those things. The vast majority of them contained poop, remnants of poop.
Okay. Well, I don't like lemon in my tea anyway, but
You don't want it at all now, do you? But
No.
be sure you wash your lemons and your limes when you come home. Please wash them.
yeah,
Too many
wash
studies.
everything.
Too many
Apples grow on
studies.
trees.
Too many. Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Ooh.
Bananas grow on trees.
Uh-huh. Well, at least you
Just-
peel the banana.
Wash your stuff.
I hope you peel the banana.
Oh yes.
Even monkeys peel bananas.
Somebody's got a story. Oh my gosh. Let me see.
There he is.
Oh.
That's my buddy, Doug. Doug, were you there when we did that test?
Good morning, Doug.
I missed what test that was. I turned down the volume of the TV to place the call. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. We did a test on limes and lemons years ago and found out that they contained, their skins contained remnants of birds.
Bird fecal.
No, I didn't. I was not a part of the famous bird fecal test. This is all news to me. I was calling, and it's been a while.
It has.
My schedule has changed a little bit here, but have the day off and turned you guys on. And I was calling to comment on this sense of, oh, let's not talk about politics or religion. Let's keep that away. If we're not going to talk about these issues with the people who are closest to us, then what relationship do we have with these people? If we can't hear this and our opinions and know that at the end of the day, I can be mad at you and you can be mad at me, but we're still going to be in a relationship together. If you can't do that with family and friends that you may invite around the Thanksgiving table, then who can you have these conversations?
You can have the conversations, but around the Thanksgiving table or around, Christmas time, no. And cell phones are just a no-no.
Well, I agree with you on the cell phones, but no, I think it's. Well, I don't want to hear about Timmy's little league t-ball team.
Why not? What you got against Timmy?
I don't care.
You don't like
I don't
t-ball?
care about the weather. I don't care about small talk. If this is Thanksgiving, let's get into it. And if you're the crazy Uncle Joe who wants to vote for a guy who attacked this country on January 6th, then yes, it's going to come up. If you're going to sit at my table, yes, it's going to come up. It just is.
That kind of ruins a dinner table, doesn't it?
There's no listen. If a conversation about democracy is not qualified for the sacred dinner table, then what is?
No,
that's my opinion.
I understand your opinion, and I just, being particularly one of those in the middle all the time, I just don't want it. That's one day a year, twice a year anyway, Christmas and Thanksgiving. I just don't want to be part of it. I just would rather enjoy my food.
Well, if we go back to the meaning of Thanksgiving, to give thanks and to give gratitude, I suspect most people who sat around the table yesterday were giving thanks and gratitude that they're in a country that's free.
Yes.
That they're in a country that elections decide who their leaders are going to be. And why not then talk about somebody who's threatening that, who's out on the campaign trail wanting to get rid of democracy? Why not talk about
Joe Biden or Kamala Harris?
No, your guy who is out there specifically saying that he's talking about an authoritarian regime. And there's going to be only two issues in this next election. Issue number one will be abortion, because it just is. That is going to have a slew of young people coming out to the polls. And issue number two will be the future of democracy. The fact is, if Donald Trump is elected again, we will never have another free election in this country. So let's talk about that at the Thanksgiving table as we give thanks.
No.
Not just give thanks for what we have, but also trying to preserve that going forward.
Okay,
You
well,
have to take all the knives off the table.
yeah.
It seems like you guys don't want to talk about this with
Not
friends
at
and family
Thanksgiving
because you
table.
don't want to be attacked.
Not at the
That's what the-
Thanksgiving table.
Oh,
Or maybe it's I don't want to have to attack somebody else and throw them out of the house. No, Thanksgiving's about family
then
and
we're going to live in a country
sharing
where
love.
the only people around your Thanksgiving table are like-minded people.
no,
One-
absolutely wrong.
one dinner.
Well, that's what you want. That's what you want.
No.
You don't want these issues to come up. Why are we even having a fake relationship if we can't talk about these?
One dinner out of all the dinners with family is not going to hurt not talking about politics. I mean, to me, Thanksgiving is a time for family to get together, show each other love, laugh, and enjoy ourselves, not to get into a debate over politics.
Conversations of just
We can do that anytime.
insignificant stuff.
Oh, I don't think they were
We don't want to
insignificant.
rattle the boat. We
we-
don't want
we-
to, actually.
We actually
Yeah,
got caught up yesterday at the table. We got a mixture of people at the table, but we got caught up on each other's lives because we don't see them
there
that
you
often.
go. That's right. You must have had a terrible Thanksgiving, Doug.
No, that's what I want out of Thanksgiving. I want to know what people think, not what's going on.
Well, you
with
can go
their-
out in the streets and
their
ask that
kid's
every
sixth
day.
grade science project. I don't care about the sixth grade science project. I want to know what you think, what you feel. I want to get to the heart of someone's humanity. That's how I roll.
In other words, you want to argue.
No, I want to know what people think and feel. I don't care about the mean. Listen, and I'm not alone in this. You've been in a conversation where somebody tells you about their day.
Yeah.
They tell you about what happened at the drama of their work. I don't care about the drama of your work. I care about you as an individual, your thoughts, your feelings, not the monotony of your daily activities.
I don't think none of the people there yesterday at this dinner table, I don't think there was anything monotonous about their activities.
Did they talk politics?
No.
Did they talk about the war?
No, did not.
What did they do? Talk
we
about?
talked about each other and
There you
what
go.
we've been doing. We play
That's what
catch
Thanksgiving's
up.
all about.
I don't get to see these people all the time.
Right. I that's the way I like my holidays too. Let's put
Well,
the
I
world
know,
drama
because-
aside.
You want to put your head in the sand and pretend that we're all singing Kumbaya and can lick each other if we have these differences.
Hey, we'll break out the smoker in the backyard, make s'mores. Kumbaya. I'm all for that.
All right. Hope you guys are doing well.
We're doing fine. Hope you are.
Have you got your Grinch costume ready for Christmas?
No, I didn't get the Grinch costume ready. But listen, maybe Lee, you can come over for Christmas Day dinner and we can chat about politics and yeah.
Why don't
think
we
that's
just
what
do
family's
that?
For red face, angry, pounding on the table, saying you are an idiot.
I don't
you
do
are
that.
wrong.
I don't do
and at
that.
the end of the table, saying, in spite of how idiotic you and your views are, we're still family, and I love you. That's
See,
Thanksgiving.
we'll say that for New Year's, all right?
And you guys are more like, you're like the three monkeys with we don't hands over the ears, over the eyes. Let's just pretend that we don't have any differences and sweep them on the rug, and let's have the image of a happy family as opposed to one that's really engaged.
All right.
Okay,
That's my
Doug.
opinion.
Your opinion and I've got mine. So
You have a great weekend.
we'll square off on that one.
All right.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Doug.
good day.
You too. You're live in local real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Jacksonville Christmas station.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem inviting you to join me for a very special edition of American Top 20, our Christmas countdown of the top 30 holiday hits. We'll hear a wide musical mix of Christmas favorites by Nat King Cole, Celine Dion, Johnny Mathis, Paul McCartney, Mannheim Steamroller, Bing Crosby, Amy Grant, and many, many more. So be sure to join us for our AT20 holiday special. It's from the Premier Radio Network.
Casey Kasem counts on the biggest holiday hits Sunday afternoon, 3 to 6 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to. How proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane and Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane and Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane and Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. 10 to 24 pound average Genio turkeys, just 79 cents a pound. Butterball turkeys, 10 to 24 pound average, just $1.49 a pound. Smoked shank portion ham, just $1.59 a pound. You get a 3-pound bag of Florida Sunburst tangerines for just $3.99 for a 3-pound bag. How about a 2-pound bag of crisp, delicious apples, just $2.99 for a 2-pound bag. 10 pounds or more fresh ground beef is only $2.99 a pound. Family pack T-bone steak, just $8.99 a pound. Whole Boston butt is just $1.69 a pound. And fried drumsticks or thighs are just $1.19 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 2-pound bag of Halos mandarin oranges for just $3.99. A 3-pound bag of fresh sweet onions, just $3.99. Large russet baking potatoes, just 99 cents a pound. Fresh Roma tomatoes are just $1.79 a pound. Western Honeycrisp apples, just $1.99 a pound. And crisp tender asparagus, just $2.99 a pound, and you get a 24-pack size of 12-ounce Cokes for just $11.99. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we got somebody out there concerned about us. Hey, we had a writer and poster on Facebook, a troll.
Yes.
And I guess he can't get there do anymore because he had some things to say the other day.
Yes.
Earlier in the week, and then he had posted something this morning.
And
yes, it is true that we have a fetish.
Yes.
That Lee and I have a fetish.
Yes.
And that we check out every day what the other person's going to be wearing so we can wear something just exactly like it. We check out in advance. We got cameras in each other's houses. I know what she's going to be wearing. She knows what I'm going to be wearing. So that's the truth. Baloney.
Right.
Peter. Here's the real reason. It started originally because every Friday is a day to wear red to show your support for law enforcement and military.
Military, yes. First responders, yes.
First responders and our military. That's why we do it. It's just a thing, okay? The other thing is we're both alumni from Jacksonville High School, as
That's
it
right.
turns out. And we wear red on Fridays
That's
to
your
support the
colors.
Cards.
That's right.
That's the colors of the Cardinals. So get over yourself, Bubba.
Yeah, Peter, one more comment and you will be blocked.
So,
but I did delete your ridiculous comments on Facebook. And I don't like having to do that.
I don't
because we
either.
like to give everybody free reign.
but when you get stupid, we're going to treat you
we're
accordingly.
getting very stupid.
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail Air newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago. We have 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Modern Exterminating 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mixed Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vented cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back. A little controversy out there in Los Angeles again, as you can imagine. Well, anyway, the LA County Sheriff's Office says a man who went viral for defending his home with a pistol from two armed thugs could get his revoked concealed carry permit back following the incident if he follows through on certain protocols. Right now, he can't get it back.
It's ridiculous.
Father and business owner Vince Ricci, I guess it is, claims in a new video for the NRA that the LASD, that's the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, told him he lost his permit for yelling at the officers who arrived at the crime scene. But the Sheriff's Department denies that claim, saying Ricci was out of compliance for his permit and can be immediately reinstated if he properly follows concealed carry protocols and guidelines. Ricky, in the NRA video, said, "After successfully defending my home and my family and my 5-month-old child, California has now decided to suspend my Second Amendment." That's not true, by the way. Ricky engaged in a shootout outside his home with robbers who tried to ambush him after coming home from the gym and opening his front door. Security cameras captured the entire incident on film, well, not on film, on video, from the approach of the armed intruders to Ricky's exchange of bullets with them as they fired at him and fled.
Ooh.
Sheriff's Office said, "We recognize that this incident was extremely traumatic and startling for the Ricky family, and we hope the individuals responsible for this crime are arrested and held accountable. The concealed carry permit may be immediately reinstated as long as the permit holder has also followed all special concealed carry permit policies, which means proper notifications, use of properly documented weapon, etc. We have been in contact with the Ricky family and have been providing information to them about concealed carry protocols and guidelines in an effort to ensure their Second Amendment rights are protected. Ricky's use of his firearm at his own property to defend himself is legal without a concealed carry permit.
Yes.
But without the permit, he is no longer legally able to carry a hidden loaded firearm past his own property. Concealed carry permits take months to secure in California and require a high degree of background and skill checks, especially in Los Angeles. So I don't know what the protocols he did not follow. He said in the video for NRA that he yelled at the responding officers, but they deny that.
Well, yelling at an officer, I don't think is any grounds for violating your concealed carry permit.
No.
And that was my whole question is, what does him having a concealed carry permit have anything to do with the fact that he was defending himself and his family
I don't know
on his
why.
own
We
property?
don't know why it was revoked.
Because you don't need a permit for that.
No, you don't. But you do have to notify the law enforcement. And you know what? Apparently, their concealed carry permit only allows you to carry one as law enforcement, same thing,
Right.
with the weapon that you qualify with.
Oh, wow.
That's
crazy.
part of it. It's a special, I don't know whether they could qualify with more than one in law enforcement. I did. I qualified to 3 typically. But that was just me. A lot of guys carry a backup, off-duty gun, separate, smaller gun, typically something you can conceal. So that's why we would qualify with more than one. It had to go down in the records. And you also, in North Carolina, I don't know about there, law enforcement had to carry the exact type of ammunition that you qualified with.
Do they still do that?
Yes, they do. Well, as far as I know, they did. They did when I left it. But that way you don't get something ridiculous and qualify with a 357 Magnum using 38 specials, and then you load it with 357 Magnum rounds.
Right.
Okay.
Hollow points.
Yeah. All sorts of good
Right.
stuff. So it's a liability thing for one thing for
Yes.
law enforcement. So that's
I
one of
can
the reasons they
understand
do that.
Yes, I can understand
Yeah.
that.
So no problem with that. I do not know what California's laws are.
I don't. I do not either.
But apparently he has to have a particular weapon that whoever the certifying agency is, they have to know what that particular weapon that he's going to be carrying is. At your home, you can do what you want to.
There's some tight restrictions on
You
that
got a
in
12 gauge,
California.
you shoot them with a 12 gauge, you're fine. You're not going to carry that concealed, but you can do whatever if you're having problems at your home.
Right.
But obviously, this guy was coming home and he had his
He had
weapon
it on him
concealed
already. Yes.
So he was using, and
Mm.
maybe it wasn't the weapon that he was supposed to be carrying. I don't know.
That's
I don't
good.
know. It's
Yes.
all speculation on my
I'll
part.
look that up and see if
There
we
are
can find out.
possibilities. So we'll have to see.
Understand that. Yes.
Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, the Hooters calendar is out for 2024. It's like this. It is this.
Classy. Yes.
And I've got one for the first person to call and tell me how many Hooters locations there are in North Carolina.
I
How many
know,
Hooters
I know.
restaurants in North Carolina? Okay.
Oh, in North Carolina.
In North
Okay.
Carolina.
It's a little bit different from the first question we asked.
910-333-0139, 910-333-0139. How many Hooter stores that we know of right now are in North Carolina? 910-333-0139. We'll take a quick break. Do a little Fox News, and we'll be back on the other side. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
I'm Gianna Pelosi. A 4-day ceasefire between Israel and Hamas began early this morning, and we are less than 2 hours away from when the first 13 hostages are expected to be released from Hamas.
They will receive initial medical treatment, be able to make phone calls to loved ones, and then have an evaluation about what comes next. Some of them will be taken by ambulance to a hospital near here in the city of Beersheba. Others will be flown to other regional medical centers.
Fox's Trey Yanks, they're going to be exchanged for 24 female Palestinian prisoners and 15 male teenagers. Double amputee Olympic runner Oscar Pistorius has been granted parole. He's going to be released from prison January 5th after nearly 10 years after killing his girlfriend in South Africa. It is Black Friday, and the National Retail Federation forecasts that the holiday sales will rise 3 to 4% for November through December compared to last year. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
And when I can find the right button, I'll push it and get back on the air. Welcome back, and we have a caller. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, hold on. Okay, caller. Who's this?
It's Chris.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
Good. There's 10, actually, in North Carolina.
Where do you find that?
Where do you find them?
Yep.
There's in Fayetteville, Raleigh, Charlotte, Wilmington, Jacksonville. I've escaped me because I haven't been there yet.
Okay. Okay. I think you're right. There are 10. I think the list that Hooters has got out there is outdated. But they got on their website, there are 13. I was going to take either 10 or 13.
Yeah. Okay. I like 13. That's a good lucky number.
Yeah, that's the latest figure I came up with, too. It shows in Burlington, Concord, Fayetteville, Gastonia, Greensboro, Greenville, Hickory, Jacksonville, Raleigh Airport, South Charlotte, Uptown Charlotte, and Wilmington. 13 is what they're showing.
Yep.
I didn't know the Charlotte Airport.
Yep.
I'm not
Raleigh Airport.
I'm trying to catch a flight.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what. Have you been in the airport in Charlotte lately? All the vendors and shops and stores they have in
God.
there.
That thing's
I could
loaded.
spend the whole day there.
No, actually, but I will be because Jordan moved to Wisconsin for a new construction engineer job. So I'll be going to Charlotte quite a lot to get the flight.
Yeah.
I hope y'all had a nice Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Very
I've got a
nice,
calendar
thank you.
here for you whenever you want it.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all soon with firewood and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
good. Thank you. Remind if I'm not here, just tell my wife to get the calendar.
Oh, I know where it's at.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Have a good one. Yeah, there are still postings on the
Right.
website that list 10.
Yeah, well, this is like you did, straight from Hooters, and
Yep.
it's showing 13. And
I just don't know
and I've had a
which
lot
of
of
that is.
people respond by text.
What did they say?
13.
13.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Well, like I say, there's a. Let's see what else. We'll find it out.
Yeah.
What else we got cooking?
We didn't talk about the big vehicle explosion at the U.S.
Yeah.
and Canada border Wednesday afternoon. Boy, some of the news media was just like putting out news bits like a car loaded with bombs and explosives exploded, and were touting it as a terrorist act. And it turned out to be a man and his wife were getting ready to go to the Kiss concert somewhere up in that area. That was canceled, so they chose to go gambling at a casino in Canada. and alcohol, of course, involved. And then coming back over the border from Canada into the United States at the Rainbow Bridge area, they passed through customs and passport checks as normal. But what happened after that? There is a video out there that shows his $300,000 Bentley.
Why do you drive around with something like that?
Flying through the parking lot, and somehow it went airborne, and it was like Dukes of Hazzard. It went airborne, crashed into the concrete post there at the toll booth, and absolutely disintegrated.
Oh my!
Exploded in a big fireball, and at first they said that they couldn't even tell what kind of vehicle it was because there was no piece big enough to get an identity from. But they were able to piece it all together, and it was just one of those freak accidents. I don't know what he hit. It might have been maybe a divider that when he hit it, he went up on it, which gave him the airborne type flight. But you have to see the video. It's crazy.
Man.
Crazy.
Oh, golly.
So, and Fox News had to go back and put an apology on air because
the worst thing in the world you can do in television news is be required to issue an apology for something you did that you shouldn't have done.
Yes, because they came right out and started talking about terrorism and attacks and, Thanksgiving holiday, and we're probably going to have more attacks because that's how I first learned about it. I got the breaking news alarm from Fox News, and I was like, what? And it made me think terrorist attack too, because they made it sound like there was a car found there at the border and it was set off with explosives. So you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, you can see where everybody's mind will go in that direction.
Yes.
But, just because you think it doesn't mean that's the fact, Jack.
Well, the FBI investigated it and found no acts of terrorism. It was
they
just
should have investigated it.
Drunk driving and being crazy. But the driver of the vehicle was from New York, heading back to New York. So
This doesn't seem like it's been 10 years. Former South African track star Oscar Pistorius has been granted parole more than 10 years after murdering his girlfriend, model Reva Steenkamp.
I remember that trial.
37-year-old Olympic athlete who earned the nickname Blade Runner for the futuristic carbon fiber prosthetics he used for competitions had been sentenced to 13 years and 5 months after he was convicted of murdering the TV reality star in the early morning hours of Valentine's Day 2013. Has it been that long?
It was hard to believe it's been that long, but he for murder.
Yeah, the Department of Correctional Services in South granted him parole effective January 5th. He will be subject to conditions, of course, including that he not leave the area of Pretoria, where he is set to live without permission from authorities. Pistorius will also attend a program to deal with his anger issues and will have to perform community service. Pistorius' parole conditions will be in place for 5 years, according to the Department of Corrections. Serious offenders in South Africa must serve at least half of their sentence to be eligible for parole. He served 10 years of a 13-year sentence for murder. Sounds like their prison system, judicial system, is as screwed up as ours.
Yeah, I would think so. But I remember that trial. And I remember him being found guilty.
Yes,
but it doesn't seem like it's been 10 years.
Wow.
Wow. Oh gosh. We talked about the girl from Georgia that was stabbed in the gym at school. Did we talk about that earlier in the week?
No, not that I can recall.
Yeah, she was in the middle school gym. She was jumped on by some other students, and they stabbed her like 14 times.
Oh my God, is she all right?
Yeah, she's recovering from it, but it's just that's crazy that things could go that far. Now we have a post on our Facebook. I know I'm hearing doors. We have a post on our Facebook that was we shared with everyone, that was posted by Melissa Oakley, Board of Education. And she's explaining in that post the amount of money and the steps that the schools have been taking over the last several years to improve school security and safety. So I would suggest,
good report.
It was a great report and it was very detailed. So I suggest to anyone that has any questions about it to please check out our post on it, or you can go to her Board of Education Facebook page. But it was great information, and that made me feel good reading about things that the school system has done.
Yes.
Over the years to make our schools secure. 10 years ago, we didn't have to worry about stuff like this.
No, we did not.
I was trying to get some Fox has just like diluted their news on that one. So anyway, I think Onslow County is doing a great job with our schools. I really, really do.
Yep. With their recent re-election, this is from the Jacksonville City Councilwoman, Dr. Angelia Washington, has made history as the longest-serving councilwoman in consecutive years. Washington was first elected to the council in 2011, becoming the second African-American woman to be elected to the city council, behind only former councilwoman Fannie Coleman. Coleman technically served 14 years on the council, serving 2 years before taking an absence and then getting reelected and serving 12 more years. Washington is going into her 13th straight year, making her the longest serving councilwoman in consecutive years, which will become official with her swearing in on the 5th of December. Congratulations to her.
She's been there a long time.
Been there for quite a while.
And she has served honorably, so she's done a lot for the city.
I don't think I've heard of any, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't recall any of the any controversy involving her. Do you?
No, not whatsoever. And furthermore, I don't remember any controversy involving the city council at all.
No,
they seem to get in there, do their thing, and work at improving Jacksonville. So, and the commissioners meeting's been pretty calm lately too. What's going on? Shh, I like it. They get to do their business, and people have the opportunity to speak, and it's been some very informative meetings as of late. So I wish the Board of Education could see that too. So no, there's already a little group that's already planning another little melee for the next board meeting. So I wish that's all I had in life to worry about. You know what I mean?
2 guys are facing federal charges after police up there in Michigan said they kidnapped the manager of a sporting goods store, forced him to give them the passcode to the store, and then stole more than 120 guns.
Whoa.
In a joint press conference this week, the official said the robbery was carried out at the Dunham's Sports Store in Benton Township, Michigan. Officials said the Benton Township Police Department received a 911 call from the manager of the store at about 2 a.m. on November 17th. He reportedly told police that 2 unknown people approached him outside of his home just before 10 p.m. on the 16th, held him at gunpoint. He was then blindfolded, handcuffed, and placed in the back of his own car. The guys then drove the manager to an unknown area and threatened him with a gun to his head until he gave them the passcode for the security system at the store and told them how to access it. One of the guys then stayed with the manager while the other left. Surveillance video caught the other guy entering the store about 10:40 p.m., disabling the alarm system and filling 2 Yeti coolers with handguns before leaving. The authorities there, 123 handguns in total were missing from the store.
Yikes.
Wow.
Didn't we have a something similar to that in Greenville a couple of weeks ago where somebody broke into a store and stole guns?
We've had them up and down
North
Carolina as well. A lot of stores in North Carolina. Sporting goods stores and gun stores
Right.
have been broken into and guns taken.
Well, not long after we opened Sportsman's Lodge, my former husband and I, we built that. And we had a break-in, and yet they came in through the roof, cut a hole in the roof.
There's a lot of that goes on,
Yes,
believe it or not.
but they weren't able to get anything because the security system that we actually had inside caught them, and they got out of there before the sheriff's department got there. But yeah,
Were they ever caught?
I don't think so. I really don't believe so. It was so long ago.
Folks, in a lot of businesses, not only do they have the entry alarms, with the actual hardwired for
Right.
for doors and windows and stuff. They also they have motion detectors.
Mhm. That's what got them,
And
motion.
that'll get you hard. There are also vibration detectors, glass
Right.
breakage detectors, that if the glass breaks anywhere, alarm goes off because of the sound. It knows what the sound of breaking glass is like. So, before you start breaking into places like that, you need to be thinking about it. Go get yourself a job.
Well,
A
it's
real
just
honest
like
to goodness job.
we were talking earlier, about like these three little hoodlums out in the streets last night.
Well, they're up to no good.
Oh yeah, going to people's doors
That's
you,
dangerous, number
you
one.
can see the Ring doorbell. It's lit up. You can see it when you're
Yeah,
approaching.
well, it's dangerous to go ringing somebody's doorbell or going onto the porch in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I had that happen to me at 2:00 in the morning.
and,
Somebody tried to kick my door in.
When that does happen, you're going to be, sometimes people might not be as gracious as I am. They might shoot first.
You wake
and
me
ask
up out of a
questions later.
you wake me
Later.
up out of a hard sleep trying to kick my door in. There's no telling how I'll react.
Well, when I wake up, because I got a couple of dogs that will wake me up too,
Uh-huh.
and a cat would jump all over top of me.
All you need to do is let that cat loose.
Yeah.
Satan.
Yeah.
That cat will shred them.
And then I just have to pick up the mess then. That's all. Let's take a break. You're live on Local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Jacksonville Christmas station.
Our next Goddard's Gold program, it's Rock and Roll Heaven. The Righteous Brothers will kick it off with their song and then go into Buddy Holly, Roy Orbison, Bobby Dare and the Temptations, The Ventures, George Harrison, John Denver, The Doors, Del Shannon, Rick Nelson, great artists we've lost and we've loved. Rock and Roll Heaven next to go Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Freedom 97.1 and 1120 a.m. WSME.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful, handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway, Jacksonville, takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the hurricane season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's Black Friday, in case nobody's told you yet. It's not like it used to be. We also had people camping out on Thursday night in front of some big box stores and waiting for them to open at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't do that anymore because the stores seem to stay open all the time. And some of them that used to be closed on Thanksgiving are now open on Thanksgiving. That's just weird. But today, from 8:30 right now, well, in about 5 minutes, till 2 o'clock this afternoon at Tideline Marine, there are some really cool Black Friday deals. The Tideline folks have added a special $5,000 price reduction, not only for the Aloha pontoon boats in stock, but also for today only. You can save $5,000 on one of the new Aqua Sports Center consoles. You really need to reconsider whether you should wait until next spring when you can save that kind of money today at Tideline. Why put it off until next spring? You know you're going to do it. Wouldn't you want to save $5,000? Wow. Let's make a deal. It's in addition, there is a savings of 50% on all gift shop merchandise as well as all Christmas decorations. You might want to run on down there. You can get some cool little things for your trees. I've bought them in the past. I bought a bunch of them in the past, and we've got them all over our Christmas tree every year. But they're little nautically oriented Christmas decorations, tree hangers, and stuff like that. And there's even more today only until 2 o'clock. Tideline will take 10% off of any in-stock Mercury outboard motor they have, and they've got a bunch of them. And on any boat trailers they have in stock. They got a bunch of those. Good. Along with that, there will be door giveaways all day long up until 2 o'clock. The store will close at 2 o'clock today. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Got a small craft advisory will go into effect late this afternoon or early tonight, and it will last through Saturday night. Offshore today, 5 to 10 knot northerly winds, seas around 2 feet, dominant period 8 seconds, sounds and rivers only a light chop. Now that's going to change for tomorrow. Northerly winds 20 to 25 knots, gust up to 30, seas 5 to 7 feet, 2 to 3 near shore, dominant period 5 seconds, sounds and rivers are rough. Northerly winds on Sunday 10 to 15 knots, gust to 25 in the morning. They'll start to come down later in the day, sounds and rivers only a moderate chop.
And today we're going to have scattered sprinkles after 10 a.m., cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 59. Winds will be calm. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 42. Light north wind increasing 5 to 9 in the evening. Winds could gust as high as 15. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 55. Northeast 10 to 13 with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, we'll have a low around 41. Sunday, a 30% chance of rain before 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 60.
Okay.
It's cooling down a little bit.
Cooling down just a little bit.
A little bit. I think it's still great weather, though.
It's, for this time of year, it's great. And if you're in the South, you'll know it's lovely if you've ever been up north this time of year.
Right.
Like up in the Traverse City, Michigan area.
Oh, snow. We were talking during the commercial break about former First Lady Rosalind Carter.
Yep.
And you said she's being laid to rest Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
In Plains. But there various events start today. And they're going to have at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum, a motorcade with her will arrive there this afternoon. She will lie in repose in the lobby until... let's see, the public's invited from 6 to 10 o'clock. Members of the public can be there from 6 till 10 o'clock tonight. And then Tuesday, Carter Presidential Center departure ceremony. Motorcade will go to Glen Memorial Church at Emory University, where tribute service at that church there will happen from 1 till 2:30. Public's invited. Her funeral is going to be on Wednesday. Service for the family at 11 a.m. Invited friends, invited friends takes place at the church at 12:30 in the afternoon. Wednesday, the casket will be transferred to a hearse and depart for private interment at the Carter family residence.
So if you're wondering why the flags here in North Carolina are at half staff,
because the governor
ordered that they be flown half staff until the day of internment, and so Wednesday night dusk you can put your flag back up. But I was reading a story, and Jimmy Carter was not, in my book, the greatest of presidents.
Oh, no. He's a great humanitarian.
Yes, but the humanitarian side, and Miss Rosalind, the things she did, and they had such a wonderful love story.
Oh, they did.
Where I ran across this news article, it was on CBS News, talking about the final day, and she passed away on Saturday. Sunday morning, yes, thank you. It says, later on Saturday night, aides helped Jimmy Carter into his own hospital bed and placed it opposite his wife's with their feet facing each other so they could talk. But Rosalind Carter's health continued to decline overnight, and the former First Lady and revered humanitarian figure died the next afternoon at 2:10 p.m. And so it goes on to say that Jimmy Carter was there when it happened, with Chip Carter recalling that there were tears coming out of his eyes, according to the Washington Post. Family members spent time in the bedroom in the immediate aftermath of Rosalind Carter's death, but then Chip Carter said his father asked everyone to clear the room again so he and his wife could be alone one last time. Married for 77 years. What a love story.
Yep. It definitely.
Okay. On to cheerier things.
Yeah. A New Jersey gym teacher jailed after a former student detailed their sexual relationship that spanned his high school career.
Wow.
4 years.
I bet he got good grades.
Former Bridgewater Raritan High School teacher Lydia Pinto, 38, was charged on November 8th with first-degree aggravated sexual assault, 2 counts of second-degree sexual assault. She was arrested without incident. The prosecutor's office launched the investigation into Pinto's conduct back in October after Bridgewater Police Department received an anonymous email detailing Pinto's relationship with the student. Why do you continue doing things like this? Teachers,
why are we continuously hearing stories about this?
You don't get over it.
No,
God.
it's not going to end well.
No.
It's craziness. Oh, we have another caller.
It says from Homestead, Florida. We'll check this
Wow.
out. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Butch.
Butch, who?
Oh, I'm a famous caller on the show and a big supporter and longtime listener.
Okay, thank you, Butch.
I wanted to
You're,
talk.
you're not
about
going to have
one thing
anything negative to say about us this morning or anything like that,
About
are
our
you?
red shirts.
Oh, I never do say anything negative about you or Dee Dee or anybody. Never. I never have, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to clear the air.
Oh, no problem. I wanted just to say the things I'm thankful for.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm thankful for my country of America that I live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for Turkey and family, and I'm thankful for being able to go out and walk on the street, and I'm thankful for the grocery store and the grocery store 2-for-1 deals, and I'm thankful for the glimmer of the sun in the morning, and I'm thankful for like apple juice and orange juice and grapefruit, even maybe mix a grapefruit juice with the orange juice.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even, and I'm thankful for Doritos chips, all the flavors, cheese flavor and nacho flavor and Cool Ranch and barbecue, hot barbecue heat and smoky barbecue heat, and I'm thankful for all of the different kind of ice cream that they have nowadays. They got a vanilla and chocolate and Neapolitan and strawberry, and they have all kind of chocolate chip and things. And I'm thankful for a single egg scramble, and I'm thankful for you as well, Rayford.
We appreciate that.
Thanks for taking my call.
Butch, you take care, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was a nice call.
That was very nice.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very nice
Butch. And it was pleasant to hear the things that he was thankful for.
Yeah, the
Simple
little
things in
simple
life.
things. It's like
The 2-for-1 and the BOGOs at the grocery stores.
Yeah, buy one get one. And for all the ice cream flavors.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what? Little things like that you don't even think about. You just take for granted.
And what really confuses me is when I go to the grocery store and I have to have a bag of potato chips. It used to be, for Butch, probably him too.
Right.
You go there and you got either barbecue or non-barbecue.
That's
and then
right.
you got the ridges. That was it. You had 3 different types of potato chips you could get. Now
there's so many. It's
I
like
get
buying a pair of
confused.
blue jeans. Oh,
I get totally.
Right.
Which one do I really like? I don't remember what I really like. So you end up just grabbing one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come home and you find out you don't like that one. I like them all, but I just like some. I don't like all of those ones with salt, pepper,
Or vinegar. And
or
pepper,
vinegar. I don't want
or-
that. Sour cream. I don't want that.
I just want plain old ridges that I can just dip into my favorite dip.
You're like Robbie. She
Mm.
wants ridges so she can eat ice cream with it.
Now, I've never eaten ice cream with it. I may have to try that. If Robbie likes it, it's probably really good.
I haven't tried
But
it.
now they make that ice cream that you can get. And I think Blue Bunny has that soft serve ice cream now.
Oh, what?
Soft serve ice cream. So
Oh,
it's,
soft serve. Okay.
so when you bring it home, you pop the lid, you can just dip it right out. It's nice and soft and creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I want some homemade peach ice cream.
oh, that sounds like
And
fun.
what-
Do you have an ice cream machine?
No. Well, we got one, but it's not like that. It's one you stick in the freezer or somewhere.
Yeah, there's so many ways now to make it. You don't even need a machine.
I got to get me a machine again. One that's electric. I'm not going to crank one again. It takes 20 minutes or something, as I recall, to make cream.
Now, who didn't have one? Everyone had one.
Yeah, one time. And on special days, we would take that. And my mom could make up a big old container with peach ice cream in it with peaches in it. Lots of, and she'd always get the overly ripened peaches, peel them because they crunch up easier. They smash down and it got better flavor. And then she used Carnation canned cream or milk or whatever it's called.
Right.
Condensed stuff.
Yes.
She used that. Don't know why, but she always did. And then about, 4 gallons of sugar.
Yeah, always lots of sugar. My daughter broke bad yesterday and had a pecan pie.
Oh my!
And
those I love.
Oh, it was so good.
I like that. And I had a real craving for lemon meringue pie the other night. And I didn't go get one.
Oh. Hey, what's up with the mayor of New York? New York Mayor Eric Adams. He's now been accused of sexual assault from a 1993. 1993 incident.
I doubt if he can even remember it if it did occur.
He's being accused of sexual assault and other offenses in a court filing alleging they occurred in 1993 while the person accusing him, the defendant, and him were both working for the city of New York at the time. Is this another Me Too movement getting ready to happen?
30 years ago.
Interesting. Yeah, 30 years ago. Well, it's just like the things that Trump went through with somebody from 30, 40 years ago. Like, he assaulted me.
Was it okay?
Lost that case.
Was it okay then? But
I mean,
now
it's
for
never
some reason,
okay.
No. I mean, the acquaintanceship or whatever occurred.
Right.
What was it? If it wasn't okay then, why didn't you do something about it then?
Exactly. That's my point with this Me Too movement. I mean, I believe that if you're assaulted, do something, but don't wait 30 years for it.
No.
To me, that takes all the credibility out of what actually happened.
So what does she say actually occurred?
That's as far as this news just broke, and that's as far as I went with it. So stay tuned.
You're live in Local Real Talk on your Christmas station.
That's right. 24/7 Christmas.
You got that right. Freedom 97.1. I listened to it all the way to Newbern yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, buddy.
I was listening to it this morning before the show went on, and there was some bluesy Christmas songs.
I've heard some of them. Don't go away. We'll be right back. If you want to chat, 910-333-0139. How was your turkey day? And are you out shopping today? Black Friday? Anybody out there? I'd like to hear from you. Go and support your local businesses.
Yes.
And downtown Line Marine, they're open now, and they got those special deals going down there. Say, George, I want one of them special boats.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'll take 2.
I'd like to think we're supporting our small businesses
Yes,
today.
what we need to do.
Start there.
We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet mower for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer. Mills International, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back. And protesters and rioters. Yeah. PNR clash with police officers and a police vehicle was set ablaze in Dublin, Ireland, last night at a knife attack that injured 5 people, including 3 children. According to the Irish media outlet RTE, rioters attacked Garda, officers of the state police force Garda, and set a Garda vehicle on fire. The bedlam unfolded on, O'Connell Street and Parnell Square East. Rioters were reported to have thrown fireworks and bottles at the police officers. What's going on? The police say more than 400 officers, including many in riot gear, were to contain the unrest, which they blamed on a small group of thugs. Their words. They're stealing my words, what they're doing. A police cordon was established around the Irish Parliament building, and officers from the Mounted Support Unit were nearby Grafton Street. Rioters set off flares and fireworks while others grabbed chairs and stools outside bars and restaurants. What? Police vehicles and a tram were damaged amid the chaos. A bus and car were also set on fire on a bridge. Shop windows were smashed and a Foot Locker store was looted. All public transport in the city, trams and buses, has been suspended. The riots came hours after a knife attack outside a school in the heart of Dublin around 1:30 in the afternoon. A 5-year-old girl was receiving emergency medical treatment at a hospital. A woman and 2 other children were also injured. A 6-year-old boy sustained less serious injuries, and the boy was discharged from the hospital. Irish police said they weren't treating the case as terror-related, adding that a man in his 50s who was also hospitalized with serious injuries is a, quote, person of interest, end quote. No further details about the man's identity were released by the police.
It's
goodness.
everywhere. I remember back watching during the George Floyd protests.
Yeah.
And what was the one before that where the officer ended up killing? I can't think of his name right now. But I remember watching those protests every night on live YouTube. And I'll tell you what, they got nasty. There was gunshots. There was police cars vandalized, buildings out on fires, stores having to close down and shut their doors and board up. It can get pretty bad. You know, Jacksonville Police have started their holiday shopping task force.
Yep.
They've returned from the holiday season. And this coming week, we're going to have Sergeant Vanessa Smith on air with us in the studio. I believe it's Tuesday morning to talk about that and things to look out for. And then later in the week, Thursday, we're going to have Chief Yanero come in, and he's going to be discussing things to look for also.
Yeah, some safety stuff too.
Yeah, you really need to be safe when you're out there. And, you know, it is what it is. It's today's world. You stack a bunch of bags in your car, leave your vehicle unlocked. They're not going to be there when you come back. Put them out of sight. Take a blanket with you. That's what I do.
If you want to have some fun sometimes on busy shopping days and just be observant, you'll see what goes on. If you sit in your car and just watch, and you will see one or more people walking through the parking lot, just trying the doors on cars as they go by.
Yes.
And if they find one that's unlocked, that's when they open it up. They don't necessarily do this, smash a window or anything. That's not what they do, because that creates a lot of attention.
Right.
And if the door's unlocked, the alarm is not likely set.
Right.
The alarm gets set when you lock your doors. Use your remote control to set it to make sure.
Right.
Okay.
Always.
I'm not sure. Some cars you might be able to set the alarm without locking the door, but not many.
Well, this is a habit I haven't, like if I go to the grocery store and I'm carrying a purse, and when I approach my vehicle, I unlock it with the remote. I take my purse, throw it on the back floorboard, shut that door, open up the front door to put the groceries in, because I usually don't have much, but I lock the vehicle. I have it locked while I have that front door open. So if somebody wanted to come up and try to
slam it.
Yeah. All I had to do is slam the truck door, and it's locked.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I do, rather than sit there and you've got a purse in your cart. And that's another thing. Putting it in your cart is a huge no-no.
My goodness gracious, people.
Huge
Ladies
no-no.
and gentlemen who happen to carry a man purse, if there are any of those left, don't stick that thing in your grocery shopping cart and walk away.
No, I've seen so many people do that. I could have walked up and just taken a lady's wallet right out of her purse, I mean, not paying any attention.
They do that. They'll even go around the corner or to the next aisle.
Right.
And leave their cart with their purse there. I've watched that happen.
Well, one thing I've done in the past is I've taken mine, put it in the cart, part of the cart where the little baby sits, and then I take the child straps and weave it through and buckle it, but I'm still always right there with it. And it's fully zipped.
Yeah.
Nothing open.
Well, you have all sorts of stuff that you got to be careful.
Yeah. So but we'll be having some PSAs out there. We'll be having some people from the Jacksonville Safety office come in and talk about what to look for, and to help be safe while you're out there shopping.
Yeah. For sure.
It'll be interesting.
All right, let's take our final break here. If you want to chat
do that.
today after Thanksgiving, let us know what you enjoyed yesterday, and how many of you got leftovers. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME, your Jacksonville Christmas station.
Are we ready for a little fun? Yes. This is Rick Dees. I can't wait to meet you here this weekend. The weekly Top 40 Countdown is ready to go. Do we have some D's for everybody? Oh, yeah. We're going to go out on a limb with the weekly Top 40 Sure Shot. You can win huge prizes.
I'm amazed.
The weekly Top 40 Countdown here this weekend. We'll see you.
The weekly Top 40 80s edition, Sunday night, 6 to 10 on Freedom 97.1.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
It's the season of giving, which means a visit to Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Select a gift that will keep on giving long after Christmas. Right now, save up to 40% on in-store merchandise, including showcase jewelry, featuring pendants, diamond rings, diamond fashion bands, gemstone rings, and earrings. Need money for the holidays? Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top dollar for gold and silver. Major credit cards accepted and layaway available. Hurry and save 40% on in-store merchandise right now. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday.
Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Barnes Diamond Gallery.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire, they carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, back here for a few more minutes for today. Again, if you got a couple of minutes you want to make a phone call, do it now, 910-333-0139. Alexa, call 910-333-0139. First responders dealt with multiple fatal road traffic wrecks across the country on Thanksgiving. More than 55 million people made road trips to see family and friends over the holiday period. There were in total, you got this, 14 deaths on Georgia's roads yesterday.
Wow. 5
people were killed on impact when a white Ford van hit a gray Ram pickup truck head on in Colquitt County, I'm not sure. All 5 who died were traveling in the van. 4 other people in the van were taken to local hospitals in Thomasville and Tallahassee, Florida by air ambulance. The driver of the pickup survived but was severely injured and airlifted to a hospital trauma unit. They're withholding the names right now. Another multiple fatality. 4 people died and 1 was injured in a car crash in California near South Park in the early morning hours of Thursday morning. The driver of a black BMW lost control while driving at high speed. The car overturned and threw the passengers from the vehicle. That means they weren't buckled up. A 26-year-old male driver, a 35-year-old man, a 33-year-old woman, and a 20-year-old woman sustained major injuries and were pronounced dead at the scene. Wow, wow, wow. Holidays have a lot of people on the road, and they're driving at doing ridiculous times of the day and night, doing ridiculous things, speeding in a hurry to get to wherever they want to go or to get back home from wherever they've been. And they're getting a little bit confused, perhaps, Like they may not know exactly where they're going, may not know the roads. And cars pull out in front of them. Cars pull out in front of motorcycles. Deer cross the road. The last fatality we had here was what, last week or week before last? A deer crossed the road, a motorcycle hit it.
Coming back from Hampstead last night, we saw quite a few deer
I'm
along
sure.
the side of the road, and it was still light out.
Mhm.
So, we saw them right away. But
We saw another dead one yesterday coming back from Newbern.
right. Oh, my goodness.
I've seen so many dead deer this year. I don't know. It's just, oh my goodness gracious. It is a mess.
There was a lot of roadkill last night I saw on the roads coming back, all sorts of animals. It was just like
Really?
they all, I don't know, maybe they smelled the turkey cooking. They were everywhere.
I don't think we saw anything but one deer. That was enough over there on that bypass around everything. That bypass between here and Newbern is kind of nice.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
You can be in Newbern in 15 minutes.
Almost, not
You
quite.
just have to know which exit to get off at.
Well, I just go all the way down to the road stops.
Right. I traveled that a lot when I go to Washington, Beaufort
Mm-hmm.
County, for meetings and stuff. And I love it.
It's a really nice.
It's very
That's a
nice.
nice addition to Eastern North Carolina.
Oh, and let me tell you, going to Hampstead yesterday, they're already clearing the side of the highways, the Highway
For the
17
bypass?
for the bypass, both sides going down. And Kelly, if they're listening, they're putting in sheets
In Hampstead?
in Hampstead.
Uh-oh.
They're putting in a sheet.
She won't ever go see her mama again, will
We
she?
don't have far to go now. We don't have far to go.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Kelly, you're not listening. You're shopping. Shopping until you drop.
Yeah.
Okay,
she's
coming up
listening.
as soon as we leave the air and after Fox News,
Oh,
we've got
that's
Sports
right.
Talk coming up.
Let me
And you
bring
got
up
the
my
information.
Let me bring up my info on that because I had it all ready to go.
Chris Rayner in the studio.
Yes. Sports Talk today. Okay.
Happens at
Check out Sports
9:01.
Talk with Chris Rayner at 9 a.m. to learn more about the First Tee golf program for the kids. Guest in the studio will be Garrett Grady, program manager for First Tee of Coastal Carolina. And we're talking TEE,
Yes.
not TEA. Okay. The Crystal Coast region. And Pastor Will Jones, he's coach and mentor. He's also on the advisory board of the First Tee. So good information on his program this morning. Garrett Grady, program manager for First Tee, and the Pastor Will Jones, who's a coach and mentor for this group. So
And Sports Talk host is the one, the
Yeah.
only
Chris Rayner.
Let's rumble.
That's like it. Let's get ready to rumble.
You're going to have to get deeper than that.
Okay. Get my- I think that should be our theme song. Let's get ready to rumble.
How about we just get ready to ramble?
Well, there you go.
That could be ours.
That would be good.
Be good. Okay, I got to get back in there and start preparing some food again.
Yeah, it's been
Continue preparing it.
a quiet morning,
It has
but
been
I
very
know
quiet.
everybody's
It's the day
still.
after. It's Black Friday.
Yeah, if they're not out there shopping, they're laying on the couch right now.
Yeah.
What
Trying
you-
to feel what to do with all those leftovers.
Going in there for seconds on that stuffing. Do you call it stuffing or dressing, Robbie?
Both.
She calls it both.
If you-
When I look at it,
Right.
sometimes I call it stuffing and sometimes I call it dressing.
I'm just a Southern girl. I've always just said stuffing.
Yeah, if it gets cooked in the bird, if
It's
you stuff it
stuffing,
in the bird,
definitely.
it's stuffing. Otherwise, I can call it stuffing or dressing.
That's right.
That's right.
You can, as long as you're not being political about it, you'll be fine.
I'm not being
That's how you
political.
identify what it is.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, and again, yesterday's meal was absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
I'm glad. Mine was
both
great
servings of
too.
it, and then they brought out the banana pudding. That was a dirty trick because I couldn't eat as much of it as I would
Dirty.
like to have.
All right. Yes.
So-
I know I have that small one that I got earlier in the week, and I'm going to bake it this weekend for my sister and
All
myself.
right, we got to take a break
Yep,
and
right.
do a little Fox News, and after that, Sports Talk.
That's right.
Right here on your Jacksonville Christmas station. Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME. We'll see you Monday morning.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
A first group of 13 Hamas hostages taken from Israel into Gaza last month is scheduled to be released next hour, part of a 4-day agreement for a pause in the fighting.
Now that first group of hostages is expected to be released